Welcome back to BT. You've got soccer, hockey, piano, dance, not to mention actual homework.
Yep.
How to juggle it all with without that giant fight. Our parenting expert, Julie Freedman Smith, is here now with some great advice. So this happens in my house on a daily basis. Not the giant fight necessarily, but certainly the juggle and the struggle for sure, to try to get everybody doing what they want to do. Especially in my house, I've got one who wants to do everything and be in every activity, and one who wants to do nothing.
Right.
So how do we do this? How do we balance this? Because inevitably that little guy is going to get dragged around to big sister's activity.
Yes, for a while anyway.
For a while,
at some point
yes.
they can stay home. And so part of it is just knowing what's happening. And in these first few weeks of September, everybody's just getting used to the feel of how this all works.
Yes.
Are the bags packed? You know, do we have what we need? And we tend to focus on the child that's going to the activity. Is their bag packed for their activity? But if we're bringing another one along with us, then they need to bring something as well. So it's about them getting prepared. What are they going to do at that event?
Right.
Are they going to be getting their homework done? Are they going to do their after-school reading?
Yes.
Do they have a puzzle book that they want to use? How much time can they be on a device if that's what's happening?
Right.
And so just getting clear about what the expectation is, so that when you are taking those younger kids along, we've planned for them as well. Depending on their age, they can start taking responsibility for that too.
Yes.
They can pack their bag to come along. Probably from 3 or 4 on, they can be doing
3 or 4?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's making a plan with them, and then if there's a list for them to put their stuff in the bag, they can be doing that while older sister or brother is getting their sports bag ready.
Okay, there you go. We've come up with the idea of the go bag.
Yeah.
So if we're going to go somewhere, you need some activities so you're ready to go.
Fabulous.
Okay, so there we go.
It's ready to go.
All right. Now, what happens, though, if you're in the big heat of the moment and there's the big blow-up?
Yes.
Then what?
Well, and that happens whether you've got a 6-year-old who just started grade 1 and wants to go out and play and has no interest in practicing piano right now, or whether you've got a 15, 16-year-old and they're suddenly overwhelmed with all this homework. This is too much for me. How am I going to fit it all in? I still wanted to do this and I wanted to do that and I can't do this. So in the heat of the moment, I came up with an acronym on the train this morning, be the CEO. As an adult, we can be the CEO. So C stands for close your mouth. So instead of saying things like, you think you're busy, I've got to work full time and make dinner and clean up, or, well, if you hadn't, spent 25 minutes doodling around when you got home, you'd have the time. So close your mouth.
Okay.
That is not helpful in the heat of the moment.
That's a good one.
C. E stands for empathy. So when you do open your mouth, you say things like, wow, sounds overwhelming. I can see you're feeling like this is a really big feeling for you right now, and it feels like it's too much. That's just a feeling, it'll pass, but I know what that feeling feels like. So you can support them in the feeling. Do you need to cry? Do you want to jump up and down? Let's get rid of this feeling.
Okay.
And then O stands for one question. So we don't want to pepper them with questions. Well, why did you do this? Why aren't you doing this? We don't want to fire questions at them, but ask them one question to bring that emotional brain back into more of a logical brain. Where's one place that we could start where you do know how to do this? Or what could we do for 10 minutes that would move you ahead?
Okay.
Or, if a child is stuck on a math problem, they can't do it. What's one other thing you have to get done tonight that you feel comfortable doing? Let's get that done and then come back to this.
And come back. Oh.
Because once we pull that brain from the panicky emotional brain back to the logic brain with a pretty simple question, where can we start? How do we solve this problem? Then we can engage that logic brain again and calm everybody down once the feeling has come out.
Once the feeling has come out and we've dealt with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the last thing is that if this is a recurring problem and your child really feels like they don't have time, but they do. We know that Mrs. Jones wants 3 days worth of piano practice for 15 minutes each. We know that there's home reading,
Yes.
Sit down and draw it out. Use a whiteboard or even a piece of paper and just map it out. And take a sticky note for each thing they have to put in and work with the child to show them that they have lots of time to do their other stuff and get the stuff done.
Get it out on the big picture.
Visualize, because it can feel overwhelming, but once we actually look at it, there's still time to go play with their buddy down the street.
Right.
There's still time to doodle around on guitar or whatever and they can get their other things done.
Terrific. I like the plan. That's a good one. Thank you so much again, Julie. Fantastic advice, as always. The CEO. I like this.